Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if this is your first time here, hi, hello, my name is Helen. I'm so glad you could join me today. I am very excited for today's video. We're going to be taking a look at how I style my hair with the Dyson Airwrap. Airwrap's been around for a while, and there's tons of videos out there on people using it, trying it out, trying to figure out if it's worth the price, because it is a very pricey item. I'm actually going to look up real quick how much it is. So the complete system, the Dyson Complete Styler for multiple hair types, is $549.99. So it is a lot of money. I've had mine for a little bit over a year, maybe close to like a year and a half. I bought it right before COVID became a thing, so I definitely bought it for the intent to be styling my hair going into work, something to make it a little easier. So I did get to use it a little bit for that purpose, and then I definitely use it a lot less now, but I do use it for like when I'm filming, depending, like if you see my hair and it's like natural curls, obviously I didn't use this, but usually if you've seen it like straightened or I don't know, kind of curly but loosely curled, it's because I've used the Airwrap. So I'll show you what the complete system comes with, and then I will show you, I did purchase the long barrels. They do sell longer barrels, but I'll kind of show you the difference between the short barrels, or I guess the regular barrels, and the long ones. And then they do have, let's see, sometimes it doesn't look like they have it right now. I think during the holidays, sometimes they have like a smaller package where it doesn't quite have everything here. But I don't remember what comes in those, because there are definitely pieces in here that I've not really used or plan to use. So we'll kind of get into that. So what I'm going to do is show you guys what comes with the system, and we'll go from there. My hair is currently wet and just kind of like sitting here. I do have some products I want to try in this video, and then I do have like just water in a spray bottle, so that if my hair dries too much while I'm talking, I can re-wet it to get started. So this is the case you get when you purchase the system. It is pretty nice. I just leave it on my bookshelf in my bedroom because there's not really room for it in the bathroom, and plus I don't use most of the stuff in here. You get this, if I could hold it up like this, you get this like heat shield mat that you can put down while you're using it. Again, this has been like in a drawer in my bathroom, so I've never really used it, and you can kind of see the way I had it in the drawer, it kind of bent up a little bit, but I'm sure if I were to put something heavy on it, it would flatten out over time. So these are some of the attachments you get. So you get two larger barrels, and you get two smaller barrels. So these are more for like tighter curls. The other ones are for like looser wavy curls. You get two kinds of like smoothing brushes. Usually if I'm going to be straightening my hair, I'll use this to like brush my hair as it's drying to kind of help straighten it without using too much heat. You also get this brush. I don't know the difference between these two. I just always use the other one, but one has like the pink little ball things on the tips, and this doesn't. And then you also get this barrel brush, which I've used maybe a couple times. This is supposed to give you body. I have this fear of getting my hair tangled in these, so I don't really ever use them, and plus it's too small, like it's not wide enough, I think, for me. So I just tend to not really use this one. So I'm going to leave one of these out so I can compare with the long barrel. But that's everything you get in here. You also get like little instruction pack or whatever. There's obviously, you get the unit itself, but I have that out separately. So I'm just going to put this off to the side, and we're not going to worry about it the rest of the video. The actual unit itself looks like this. So you get your power cord, and here is the actual wand. You also get a hair dryer attachment. So I actually really like this as a hair dryer. I use it pretty often. The only time I don't use this is if I've done my natural curls and I need a diffuser. Then I don't use this one. But this just kind of, everything just kind of clicks into place. That's it. You press down this little button here to take it off. I'm not going to go into too much detail just because there are so many videos out there already. But this is the long barrel. And just to show you guys the difference, this is the long barrel and this is the one that it comes with. So this is really great to this is really great for long hair. This one, my hair is always like falling off of it on the ends, so I'm really glad I got the extended barrels. The extended barrels I think were like $40, but you got both barrels, and you can see there's like arrows on the barrels themselves, and that's going to show you like the direction of which it's going to put your hair. So if I'm blowing the hair away from my face, this is actually the position I would do it. So this on this side, this one on this side. It doesn't get like super hot. Although I mean it does work. It does get hot. It just doesn't get like super warm. That's one of the things they talk about, is it's better for your hair because it's not going to like heat damage it as much. So that is the Airwrap system. Now I'm going to show you guys real quick what I'm going to try new today for my hair. So this is the Sexy Hair Big Root Pump Plus Humidity Resistant Volumizing Spray Mousse. So I wanted something to volumize and I wanted something to help with humidity. My hair reacts a lot to humidity, so if I were to use the Airwrap styler, if it was humid out, it would just basically negate everything I spent time doing. So I want to see if this helps. I guess it's kind of humid out, but it's also cooler, so I don't know. I don't know if this is really necessary today, but during the summer, I definitely want to know if this would help. The other thing I have is a finishing spray that kind of does the same thing. It helps with humidity. And then I also have a hair oil. I'm going to do this. This is usually, I think directions say you can do it before styling, and then you can also do it after. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to start with before, just on the ends of my hair, and then after, if I need it to just kind of like gloss stuff up, I'll use it again. This is the Bumble & Bumble Hairdresser's Invisible Oil. I really like this. I've used a sample of it before and I really liked how it worked with my hair. I have a hairbrush just so I can brush out my hair. This is the Tangle Teezer hairbrush. I really like that. I have a water bottle that is like a continuous mist water bottle, because you don't want, when you're using the attachments, you don't want your hair super dry, or it won't hold as well, basically. So what I like to do is dry my roots almost completely. That way they just sit nicer, and then I don't really dry the ends so much. I think that's the majority of what I'll be using. The other thing I want to try out, so typically when you use the Airwrap, you do the hot like setting, the heat, setting, however you want to do it, and you hold that. I usually hold it for like 10 to 15 seconds, just until I can tell like the hair is completely dry, and then you do a cool blast. And you do that just to kind of set the curl. And again, I do that for like 10 to 15 seconds just until I can feel that everything's cooled down. And so it kind of takes a while to do that part. So I saw a YouTube video, I don't remember who it was, but they were doing a TikTok hack they saw. And so I don't even know who the TikTok was. But what they did is they did the heat part. They took the barrel out, kept the curl as it was, and then used a hair clip to like clip it, and then did their whole head, let it completely cool before they took the pins out. And it kind of did the cooling thing without having to sit there for 15 seconds per piece of hair to do it. So we're going to try that as well. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to brush my hair real quick, and then I'm going to start applying the product. And then once that's done, I will get into drying my hair. I have a mirror in front of me that hopefully will work. Always start brushing from the bottoms. So let's see, shake hand, lift, spray into damp hair at the scalp and mid-shaft areas, blow dry hair away from the scalp. Okay, we're gonna try it out. I'm actually gonna take my ring off so I don't get a bunch of product on it. It's supposed to be a mousse. It's really cold. I don't think it's really a mousse. Because nothing's really... Oh, there we go. It's like nothing's really coming out. I have no idea if I'm doing this right. Unless I just sprayed my arm. I'm gonna flip my head. Alright, we're gonna try that out. Probably gonna be some awkward shots of me not in the camera view because no idea. I don't think I've ever seen a mousse like this. It doesn't actually come out moussey. I'm gonna say that's probably enough, maybe. And then I'm gonna grab some of this oil. I just did one pump of it. I'm going to run this through the ends. My hair is wanting to curl. Okay. Now I think what I'm going to do is brush through my hair just to make sure all the product is evenly distributed. And then I'm going to start drying. I'll show you guys a little bit of the drying just so you can see how it works and like how powerful it is, maybe even to see how loud it is. And then I'll probably dry the majority of it off camera just because I'm going to have my head upside down a lot and I don't think it's going to be easy to show you guys what that looks like in like the camera. So yeah, I think that's going to be the best bet. I think we're good there. So I'm going to take the attachment, just put it on. It really just clicks in. And it would probably help if I plugged this in. Alright, I'm plugged in. So here is, I have it on the highest heat, the highest fan. That's the volume of it. Alright, so usually I'll do a few seconds flat against my head, which I know kind of contradicts doing volume, but I do it for a few seconds so that I don't get a bunch of flyaways. And now I'm going to flip my head and do the majority of the drying upside down. Alright, I am going to wet the ends of my hair a little bit because they did kind of start drying a little fast. Alright, that should be good. So now I'm going to section off my hair with a clip. I like to start from the bottom, it's just easier. And I'm going to divide it in half. I'm realizing usually when I do this, I hold my hair in my mouth, but I'm wearing lipstick that will come off onto my hair. So I'm going to have to try to be a little careful with that. Alright. So, I like for my curls to go away from my face. So for the first one, let's see. We're going to want this one. So we put this on here. And I usually start at the back, but since I'm going to be pinning these up, I think I'll be okay if I start in the front. So what I do, this will be kind of hard to show you because my hair is so long, but what I do is, depending on the way the air wraps around it is where I'll place my hair. So this is facing forward, so I'm going to actually put this behind my hair and I'll turn it on. Okay, so I put that in for about like 20 seconds. My hair feels dry. Sometimes I'll like go down and up with it. It's probably pointless, but it feels like it's smoothing it out a little bit more for me. So I'm going to gently take this off. The barrel is kind of hot. And I'm going to hold the curl as much as I can. And I'm going to grab a hair clip and kind of slide it through. So you can see it's keeping it in place, and it's kind of keeping it in place elevated, which is good because it'll just help with more volume. All right, I'm going to repeat the process for the bottom, and I'll kind of speed through that because you've seen how it works, and then I'll show you how, like, once I switch over to the other barrel, how that works. Okay, so I'm done with this side of this layer, so now I'm going to switch over to this side. I did have to wet the hair because it has dried a bit just from, you know, waiting around. So we're going to take this off, and then one other thing I have started doing just because it makes it a little easier, I'm still doing the cool down but not as long, just enough so that I can handle the barrel without, like, you know, being too warm on me. We'll grab our section. Now this one always gets me. It always gets me. So this is going away. So I do this in front of the hair. We'll see if this works. Okay, so that first layer is done. I feel like I've used more hair clips than I usually do at this point. I've probably taken smaller chunks than I normally do. So now we're going to go ahead and grab another layer of hair. I think I'm going to do this section off camera because it's literally a repeat of what I just did. But then I'll come back and show you what I do for the top of my hair. Be right back. Alright, so the majority of my hair is done. I just have the top section to do. I do that a little bit differently. So what I'm going to do, I am out of clips. So I'm going to grab some from the bottom row because that has had time to completely cool down. And then you can kind of see what the curls are going to end up looking like. Once they start unraveling, I'll actually stand up so you can see a little better. We'll just make really pretty curls. Kind of cascade down very nicely. Try not to pull my hair out as I'm doing this. So, nice bouncy little curls. That should be enough for me to do the rest of the hair. Okay, so for the tops, what I do is I kind of brush everything forward. I'm going to have to re-wet it. And then I make sure whichever one I do is going up, so this is the one I'll keep. And I'll just grab a section from the back. Basically going to be blind at this point, but I'll do the thing and pin it. All right, and I'm going to do that a couple more times. Okay, so that part's done. This is giving me major like 18th century vibes here. What I'm gonna do before I start letting all of the other clips out, I'm going to use this finishing spray to see, so it like combats frizz, maintains style. So yeah, it's kind of like a hairspray, but I don't think it's as strong like a hold of a hairspray. So I'm gonna just spray this. And we're gonna let the top ones kind of settle for a little bit. But so far, I think it's gonna be turning out fine. It's quite the look. But you could see when I was doing these top ones, these are larger sections than I was doing. So some of the hair was like falling off the end of it. It was like falling off on this side, so I'd have to like pull it forward and kind of zhuzh it back on. When I was using the regular barrels that it came with, the non-long barrels, that was all the time because there was too much hair, so it was always falling off the end. So these long barrels, if you have long hair, I highly recommend them. I know it's kind of a bummer to spend more on something that's already super expensive, but like during the holidays, I think they usually have like specials on them. Plus, I think, I swear when I was last, why can't I think of the word? When I actually bought these, it was during the holidays. And I really thought that they had like a smaller kit where it didn't have all of the pieces. So again, I would probably recommend looking around then. All right, I'm gonna take these down, start taking them off. Definitely has more volume than usual. I think the mousse thing I used did its job. It definitely has more volume than usual. And I think this clip thing did a really good job. I feel like that kind of helped keep everything up. I got the clips just from like Amazon. All right, I think I'm gonna start taking these down. I don't even know. You'll be able to see what I'm doing. Okay, so my hair never really looks like this. Not by the time you guys see it. Usually I've brushed out the curls, but this is what it'll look like when you're first done, which looks pretty nice. But I usually will brush out the curls. I'll have to fix my part. It kind of unparted itself. So I'm gonna do that first. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually use my finishing brush And we're just going to start brushing through the curls. Now, if you want to leave the curls as is, you can definitely do that. I just like a more sleek look with them. But I am really liking the volume that they give. But I'm going for more of like a smooth, like old Hollywood glam kind of look than I am like big bouncy curls. And stand up so you can kind of see it a little better. But this is what they end up looking like. Like this kind of looks nice. It's going to be hard to see all of me here. Let me move this out of the way and see if I can back up. So this is what we end up with when I do all of those things. I think it looks really pretty. I am going to take a little bit more of the oil, maybe like half a pump, and just kind of run it through. And just kind of get some of those flyaways out and kind of help bring in more shine. I definitely like the volume that mousse gave me. I think it looks really nice. So this is my typical how I do my hair with the Dyson Airwrap. I think it turned out really nice. I really like the, I'll sit back down. I really like the, gosh, I'm so low today. I think it's just that the camera's really high up. I really like the clip system. I think that did a really nice job kind of helping keep up some of the volume. Like I said, if you wanted to keep the curls as they were without brushing them out, it looked really nice. You could do that as well. The smaller barrel will give you tighter curls if you wanted to do like a curly look. I just really like this sleek Hollywood glam kind of feel when I do my hair like this. That was the Dyson Airwrap. Is it worth the money? If I was still going into the office regularly and I was styling my hair like this, 100%. 100% I would have still spent the money. Now that I'm working remotely, I don't know that it would be worth it. It is nice to be able to create this style quicker, because I mean you can make this with a curling iron. You just, dry your hair all the way and all that. Like, it is possible to do that, but this is a lot faster in my opinion. My hair gets done a lot quicker when I use the Airwrap. Plus it's just a lot less heat damage, I think. It doesn't get nearly as hot. So yeah, I think it's worth it if you're going to be using it very consistently. I think like they're starting to come out with like dupes for the Airwrap that are a lot cheaper. I can't speak to those. I don't know if they work as well, but I don't see why they wouldn't still do the job, especially at like a fraction of the price. If this is something that you can't afford, or if you were to buy it would like strain you financially, don't do it. Just don't do it. I don't think it's worth it at that point. There are dupes out there that you can try, or just use a regular curling iron to get the same effect. I don't want to put anybody in that position by saying, oh my god, it's amazing, it's worth it, you should all buy it type of deal. I think if you can afford it and you would use it regularly, yes, get it 100%. Otherwise, look for the dupes or try to get the same effect with like a curling iron and drying your hair completely. I really like it. I'm really glad I got it. So that is how I style my hair using the Dyson Airwrap. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. It helps my channel out so much when you do so. And until next time, guys, bye.